Hello and welcome to Social Church. We're really excited to be recording another Q&A today with a good friend of ours, backed by popular demand, Flip Michaels, for author of a brilliant book, 5 Half-Truths. Today's question, Flip, what's been the most influential book in your life, apart from the Bible?
Well, now that's a tough question, David, as we have so many good and solid and helpful books to choose from outside of the Bible. And that's because God has gifted us with a number of saints through the ages. We truly are blessed. In fact, I mentioned 5 books that have greatly influenced me in the last chapter of my book, 5 Half-Truths. But okay, if I'm forced to choose one, to choose the Desert Island book, it would have to be R.C. Sproul's The Holiness of God, as this book has so deeply and profoundly affected my view of God, and even my own soul. The first time I read this book, and I've read it a few times, as a good book is read more than once, I remember attempting to hide the tears streaming down my cheeks from my family while we were on vacation. I was pierced to the heart with an awareness of my own sinful condition before a holy God. The book was originally published in 1985, and Dr. Sproul begins it by sharing his personal testimony, where he recounts a story of how God forever changed his life by revealing the majestic holiness of God to him. His reading journey through the Old Testament is where Sproul came to realize, he writes, that, quote, God plays for keeps. I must give him everything I have, end quote. And so from that moment of God awareness, which took place some 20 years earlier in 1957, Sproul said he was completely captivated by the holiness of God. There are so many choice quotes from this book. Let me tease you with just 2. The first coming from his chapter on Isaiah, called appropriately so, Holy, Holy, Holy. He says, to be undone means to come apart at the seams, to be unraveled. It is personal disintegration. Isaiah was considered by his contemporaries as the most righteous man in the nation. He was respected as a paragon of virtue. Then he caught one sudden glimpse of the holy God. In that single moment, all of his self-esteem was shattered. In a brief second, he was exposed, made naked beneath the gaze of the absolute standard of holiness. As long as Isaiah could compare himself to other mortals, he was able to maintain a lofty opinion of his own character. The instant he measured himself by the ultimate standard, he was destroyed, morally and spiritually annihilated. He was undone. He came apart. His sense of integrity collapsed. There is a special kind of phobia from which we all suffer. It is called xenophobia. Xenophobia is a fear and sometimes hatred of strangers or foreigners, or of anything that is strange or foreign. God is the ultimate object of our xenophobia. He is the stranger. He is the ultimate foreigner. He is holy, and we are not. And here's another from a chapter in the middle of his book. It's chapter 6, entitled Holy Justice. He writes, the most mysterious aspect of the mystery of sin is not that the sinner deserves to die, but rather that the sinner in the average situation continues to exist. The issue is not why does God punish sin, but why does he permit the ongoing human rebellion? God is indeed long-suffering, patient, and slow to anger. In fact, he is so slow to anger that when his anger does erupt, we are shocked and offended by it. We forget rather quickly that God's patience is designed to lead up to repentance, to give us time to be redeemed. Instead of taking advantage of this patience by coming humbly to him for forgiveness, we use this grace as an opportunity to become more bold in our sin. We delude ourselves into thinking that either God doesn't care about it or that he is powerless to punish us. Just one more sentence. Listen to this from Sproul. The supreme folly is that we think we will get away with our revolt. Wow. Add this book to the top of your Amazon wish list. You won't be sorry. The Holiness of God by R.C. Sproul is now a Christian classic, meaning you simply must read it.
Thanks a lot for that, Flip. That's brilliant. If you haven't yet picked up a copy of Flip's book, 5 Half-Truths, then you've got to get one. It's absolutely brilliant. It's available in all good bookstores, and of course it's available on Amazon as well. Check it out, 5 Half-Truths. If you've got a question that you'd like us to answer on a later episode, then please do get in contact. You can reach us at our website, www.wearesocialchurch.com, or of course you can contact us on any of our social media platforms. Thanks a lot for listening today. Bye for now.